Live from the New England seacoast and sunny Mexico, it's time for Channel Reviews. Please welcome your fabulous hosts, Mr. Dee, Nimmin, and Daniel Batal.
You look different today,
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mr. D. Nimmin.
I'm Mr. Daniel Dee. Hey, how you doing? Glad to be back. Butterfingers here, starting off. Got the Stream Deck going. For those of you who don't know, the Stream Deck is fully compatible with Streamyard now, so take full advantage of that if you haven't done so already. That's how I was manipulating everything.
These hands are not fully compatible with the Stream Deck. We're still working on that portion of it.
So listen, for back, man.
For anybody who hasn't been here before, let me quickly run down what we're doing here today. We've taken channel reviews and gamified it in a way that we hope that you'll really enjoy. It's a full-on game show where we'll be using the Streamyard giveaway tool, which will post a word up on the screen that you will need to type into the chat. Only type that word once. Typing it more than once doesn't help you at all. It only picks once. So type that word into the chat, and whoever we pick using the giveaway tool will come on up, and we're going to review their channel quickly using our wheel. Now, you either get 3 chances to get the things we look at correct, or you get them as strikes, and whichever comes first, 3 strikes, you're out. If you get 3 right, you move on to the final round, where we'll be giving away fabulous StreamYard prizes.
Yeah, you want to talk about the kind of prizes that we have, and then we're going to pull up the first word.
Sure. Well, you know, I'm not going to say that I'm not only a prize giver awayer, but is that a word? Giver awayer, giveawayer, awarder, but also a user. Things like these wonderful StreamYard mugs. Anything from the StreamYard catalog, you can go in. Our winners can pick from, choose something they like, and we'll send it right off to them.
Right, now the way this is going to work, if this is your first time here, we're going to put a word on the screen, and this word is going to change every time. When you see us put this word up, type this word into the chat. Just type it in one time. That's all you have to do. And this is the free StreamYard giveaway tool. You can access this if you're a StreamYard user by typing in streamyard.com/giveaway. And this is going to randomize a winner, and it's going to pick someone out of the chat who typed this word in. And we're going to change this word every single time. So as you can see right now, we have 36 people who have typed the word in right now. We'll wait just a couple of seconds, and then Daniel's going to hit the drums, and we're going to
Well, it's actually our drummer, Geraldo, who is just looking fantastic today. I think he's well-rested after the Thanksgiving break, yeah.
Sharp-dressed man?
Yes.
All right, you ready? Geraldo, you ready?
You ready, Geraldo? He says do it.
Let's do it.
Perfect.
Paul Joy is the winner.
Whoa, I get reverb. I like that. Mr. Paul Joy.
Mr. Paul Joy. So what's going to happen now, for those of you who, if this is your first time here, Daniel is going to pull up your channel, Paul Joy, and then we have a wheel that we're going to spin, because everything we do is completely randomized during this game show. He's going to spin the wheel, and the wheel gets to decide what we're going to look at with your channel. And if you, let's say you land on pinned comments, for example, and you have a pinned comment, then you get to spin again, so on and so forth. Let me know when you have them.
We do, in fact, have his channel. You can pull that up.
Boom. There you go.
So listen, we're not going to say anything right now. We've got a wheel that's going to allow us to decide what it is we're going to look at. So let me quickly pull up that wheel for us. Let's open up the curtain. There we go. That looks beautiful. So the first thing we're going to do is spin the wheel and let it tell us what we're going to look at. The wheel seems to be greased well today, moving nicely.
Well greased.
There it is. It looks like it is optimized playlist. Dee, can you explain to people what we mean when we talk about optimized playlists?
Yeah, when we talk about optimized playlist, we're talking about organizing your videos in a way that make it easy for the viewer to find exactly what it is that they're looking for when they land on your channel. Now, when Daniel gets your channel pulled up here, we're going to look at the optimized playlist, and we're going to see if you have them on your homepage, right? If you think of your channel as a destination where if somebody lands on that channel, how easy is it for the viewer to find the content that they're looking for? And using optimized playlist is the perfect way. Well, using playlist is the perfect way to do that. And if they're optimized or not, that's going to determine based on how you actually craft the title of your playlist. Do you have a description? What type of videos are you putting inside of that playlist?
Yeah, and one thing I like to talk to creators about is, when we read your playlists, we should understand what this channel's value proposition is about just by reading things like the playlists out of context. So this is really important, making sure you take time to build your playlist titles the same way you would build a video title. Clear, crisp, compelling, and explains to the viewer exactly what to expect, not only from this playlist, but what they might see from your channel overall. Right. So let's see. I'm going to scroll down here. Do I need to get my magnifying glass, the old man magnifying glass out?
You do.
All right. So the first playlist I see is uploads. So if someone asked me, hey, what is Paul Joy's channel about? I would say it is about uploads. I'm not quite sure that really is an optimized playlist. He has one saying the Sony FX3. Okay, that's a thing. Yeah, that's a thing. It's a thing. I would argue here that that's a bit like walking into the supermarket and going, I'm looking for to make a really great dinner, and then you just got things like soup, vegetables, rice. Not a lot of thought and effort put into this to help the viewer understand what it is they will get in this particular playlist. Harley Davidson event videos. Okay, wait a minute. We went from camera to Harley Davidson events, and that's all I have on the homepage. D, insights here, input. Well, what do you think?
The wheel said optimized playlist. So we're not talking about value proposition. We're not talking about content strategy here. We're talking about optimized playlist. Now, looking at the one for Harley Davidson, which I can't see now because it's you click into it.
I'm moving it around here, yep.
Is that an optimized playlist? Because it looks like he does have a description on that one. He does not have a description on the other one about the Sony.
Yeah, that one's it's really neck and neck here for me because I thought the Harley Davidson event video, some of the event videos I filmed for Harley Davidson's between 2009 and 2019, and then he tries to push you off platform. So there's some events that happen here that are Harley Davidson's events. I feel like if I saw this playlist, I would know what it's about. The Sony FX3 is on the fence for me because one, it doesn't have a description, so that means it's not well optimized. And two, the title itself is just the name of a product. Are you selling it? Are you showing how to fix it? It's like I'm confused as to exactly what this is. I just assume maybe all things Sony FX3 and then uploads. I only have three choices. D, I'm going to let you make the call here. Yeah, I'm sorry. I have to agree with that particular choice, too. Really think about your playlist, people. This is where people who are coming to your channel, maybe for the first time, can better understand what your channel's about, what to expect, get invested in your content. If you wouldn't name a video the title that you're using in your playlist description, then maybe not a playlist title, then maybe not use it as a playlist title either. Would you title a video Sony FX3, or would you maybe try to do more with it to optimize it for the viewer? So just think about that when you're building those things out. I do like the Harley Davidson event videos.
Yeah, it was close.
That one was better. I'm not allowed to say anything more about this channel here. I guess we have to go right back to the wheel. Come on, wheel.
Spin it.
Geraldo has an extra snap in his drums today.
A little pep in his step.
Okay, pinned comment. Pinned comment. When we talk about pinned comment, there are different places that you can actually recommend more of your content while a viewer is actually watching a current piece of your content. And one of those places is in the comments section. If you put a comment in your own on your own video, and after you've made that comment, you can pin it to the top. We recommend doing something intentional. Now, the obvious one is to pin another piece of content to push that viewer towards another piece of content that you've made. But you might use that for something like trying to do an email opt-in, or maybe you have an affiliate link. So anything that we see that looks like you're doing a pinned comment that it's intentionally trying to do something effective to grow your channel, or maybe grow the revenue in your pocket, or awareness to something you've talked about in the video, That's what we're looking for.
Right. Pin comment links in your description. That completely depends on your on the purpose of the video and the purpose of what you're trying to do with your channel. If you're trying to grow your channel, you should be sending someone off to another video that's similar to the one they just watched or a similar playlist.
So Paul did leave a comment on his own channel. He did not pin that comment, as at least I can't seem to. No, it just looks like he happens to be the first comment. And he doesn't seem to be pushing them in any specific direction. He's got, links. This is the spot we really want to see you use a linking structure. It just says, it really just talks more about what the Ninja V is, whereas you really could have taken this opportunity to be more intentional. So unfortunately, I think that's going to be a struggle. We hate
Daniel,
to see that.
why don't you pull up your channel and give show them how people that you're using, show people how you're using a pinned comment.
Sure. Well, let's hope I did it right. Boy, this would be embarrassing, right? Is Daniel even using pinned comments anymore?
Choose the one video that doesn't have a pinned comment.
Sometimes, if I feel like it. Let's grab this one right here. Let's open this up in a new window. So here's this one. When I scroll down on this video was actually, it's got about 1.8 million views on it. It talks about how to edit like Zach King using a specific video software that I use, Filmora. And when you scroll down, I have a link that is pinned in the top comment saying the Zach King quick change close effect. So it's another Zach King tutorial with a quick link just showing how to get to it. Not very wordy, trying to push people in another direction. And as you can see, that particular pinned comment has 286 likes and 15 replies. I would tell you that pinned comments, when used properly, can be very effective.
Absolutely. It's one of the tools that YouTube allows us to use to get more views.
Absolutely.
Right? They allow us to put links in our description. They allow us to add pinned comments. They allow us to add end screens. They allow us to add cards. All of these things collectively, when you span them out across your entire content library, especially once your channel starts to grow, these can add up to a lot of more views on your channel. So don't sleep on any of these things. And before...
Well, let me just say quickly, while you people are here playing along with the game, don't be afraid to open up your channel in another tab and play around and maybe do some of the corrections that we're talking about here, optimize for some of these best practices to help actually improve your channel while you're here playing along. It's a perfect time to improve your channel.
Now, Daniel, I'm going to put the next word up on the screen right now. So
wait. Oh, you're going to put it now ahead of time? Cool.
I'm putting it right now ahead of time so you guys can go ahead and start typing in this word right now. And we had a question here in the chat when I pulled this word off, Daniel. Where did it go? Sarosi asked, how do you pin your own comment in your own video for a monetized channel?
Sure, yeah. We can show you really quickly. Here, let me pull up this. If you share my screen again, if you want to switch over really quickly, let me show you just so you know. Anytime you put a comment in one of your own pieces of content, this is my video here. You can only do this on your own content, not somebody else's. But if you look, you'll see there's a comment that I have pinned. Let's see if you mouse over and go all the way to the right, you'll see 3 dots that show up right over here. That's called the ellipsis. And if you click on it, any comment on your channel that someone's left on your videos, you can either delete, you can edit. If it were your own, you can edit that video, or you can pin that comment right there. 3 options: pin, unpin. That's what you want to do, is after you've actually made the comment, you post it, then you go back, hit the ellipsis, and you can post it to the top. It does the same thing on mobile as well. You can do this. This is the same option of being able to pin it.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right, so we have right now 2 strikes. We're looking for a hit for our friend Paul Joy here. So let's pull open that wheel one more time and let's see if we can get a hit.
Way to go, Geraldo. Right on.
He's on point. He's on point.
He is. Looking fresh.
We're rooting for you, Paul.
Yep.
This is my favorite one. So we have the host choice. D, I'm going to defer to you, my friend, and let you pick anything that you want from this wheel that's still left up there. If you can see it, okay. Clear thumbnails, end screens, cards, clear value proposition, optimized titles, chapters, you name it, your choice.
Are you asking D as in me, or as in D like the opening D, which was you? which
we need to clarify. I'm going to say you. I'm going to say the actual D, not the doppelganger, not the doppel-D-ganger.
Right, let's go with a clear value proposition, because I think this is one of the single most important things that you can have on your channel is a North Star, so you know that you're heading in the right direction with your channel and your content.
Okay, so when we say clear value proposition, that means that someone coming to your channel at a glance should understand the 3 W's that are important to YouTube. What your channel's about, that's the first W. The second one, who is the target audience? And the third W, why? Why would they watch your content, not just as opposed to another similar channel, but anything else they might get served in a given watch session? Let's see if we can figure out what this channel's about. I see the name is Paul Joy, which is cool. Using your own name as branding. Both Dee and I do that for our channels. And when we come up here, I just see PJ and www.pauljoy.com. It's almost like this entire thing is a billboard for going over to his website, and very little to tell me exactly what this channel is about. When we go down to the things that I want to see, like playlist, I see uploads, I see Sony cameras, I see Harley Davidsons. He might be a photographer, but I got to tell you, it's a little incohesive. You're making me scroll down and dig, Paul, to find out, like, it doesn't say it in the channel art, doesn't say it in the channel name, which is okay, doesn't really say it in the playlist uploads, Sony FX3, not, how to use the Sony FX3 or unboxings and reviews and tips and tricks. I'm not exactly sure. So for me, I would say that I don't see the clear value proposition. I think this can be tuned up and really make it easy for the viewer to understand at a glance.
So I like to think of a value proposition as a short sentence or a mission statement that tells the viewer what your channel's about and what's in it for them. So if your channel is, I can't see with the thumbnails because it's shrunk down here on my screen, but let's say your channel is about photography. Think of a short little mission statement that you can put up there in your channel art that tells people exactly what it is that you're doing on your channel. Maybe you're teaching people how to use the cameras. Maybe you're teaching people how to become a better photographer. Maybe you're reaching out to beginners. Maybe it could be photography videos for beginners, and maybe that could be your value proposition up at the top. It entirely depends on what you're actually doing with your channel, and unfortunately, you don't have anything up there, so that's not clear. And that is the third strike. Unfortunately, you do not proceed to the next round.
Yeah, one other thing I want to throw out there too, Paul, let's make sure that when you're doing even live events and things, bring all of these things can help define your value proposition. I think you've got some great thumbnails. I think they actually, some of these look really good. Yeah. I love this one, How I Use the Sony FX3. I wish that was a playlist title. Yes. Tips and tricks on how to use the Sony FX3 tips, functions, features, tips, tricks, and whatever else. Give me something that lets me understand what's here. And when you put up these live event ones, don't be afraid to make a custom thumbnail. These all just look like screen grabs from somewhere in the video, where I think you can take the time to really win the click if you build a nice custom thumbnail.
Right, and though we did cover your playlist already, something to keep in mind when you are titling your playlist is think of them just like a video, because a playlist will surface on YouTube. It will get served to people if they're searching for something. So YouTube will surface your playlist just like you can a video. So how to use the Sony whatever camera would be a great title for a playlist, just like Daniel said. So moving forward, think about how you can group all of your content together and make it really easy for the viewers to find what it is that they're looking for. All right, now, the word that a lot of you were supposed to type in before, I'm going to put this up just for a couple more seconds in case you missed it. Type in YouTube in the chat right now, and Geraldo, if you're ready, we're going to give this a spin. We've got 60 entries so far. Geraldo, you ready?
Let's go.
Let's go. Who's it going to be?
There we go. Parable 1511. Parable 1511.
All right, Parable 1511. I have no idea what this channel is about. And I talk about this on every stream. I love looking at the channel name. I like looking at the avatar and trying to figure out beforehand what in the world is this channel going to be about. And I have no idea.
It's funny because if you had just said Parable 1511, I would have guessed that was a biblical or religious reference. Mm-hmm. But then I see gaming. Unless Jesus is packing heat, which he may be, wearing body armor and packing heat, it feels maybe like it might be a gaming channel. So right off the bat, I'm a little lost, but that doesn't mean anything. I'm usually lost, D. I thought I was D earlier on today.
You know, we talked about putting a channel name in the wheel. Did we do that?
Did we have? I think we have.
Did we have that?
If we
clear
don't,
channel
we
name.
have to,
did we forget to do that?
Yeah, that's gonna have to get added in. I can do that. I can do that in a break. When we go to our commercial sponsored break, we can absolutely make that happen. But speaking of the wheel, let's pull the wheel up and let's let the wheel decide what we're taking a peek at.
All right, love it. What's it going to be? Cards.
There it is, cards. Cards is a great one. Cards is one we talked about earlier, ways to recommend your own content to a viewer who might currently be watching one of your other videos. Cards is a great spot where it'll pop up. The YouTube Best Practices recommends that you put those in the last 20% of your video. The idea being that people who watch a good percentage of this video are what we like to think of as pre-qualified viewers, people who are already interested in your content and more likely to click a card when it's presented to them. So a card in the last 20% is a perfect way to recommend more of your own content. Well, strike one. Really? Do you want to just, you're not even going to take a shot? He's like, no, like, listen, what do I know about cards? What do I look like?
I saw that come up in the chat, and I was like, well, he owned it right out of the gate.
Well, I'm gonna give him a shot. Nothing. Come on, let's look at your most recent one. If there was a card, there would be a little dot in the upper right-hand corner here. A little white dot. There is not. All right. Listen, my friend, you should get points for just being sincere and honest in that way. I love it. All right. Well, let's hope that maybe there won't be a strike two on the next one.
That was great.
Welp. Better luck on this one.
Yeah.
There it is, optimized playlist. So we talked about this earlier, the ability to make sure that your playlist has your content put together in an irrelevant way, and that they're titled and have descriptions in those playlists, so it makes it easy for the viewer to understand what those offerings might be when they're grouped together. Let's start here, right on the home page. All I have on the home page is uploads. What I want to tell you, Parable 1511, and everybody that's here playing along with us, uploads is the default playlist that when you first get a YouTube channel, you sign in, you create your name, you have the option to put an avatar in, like the little heat packing Jesus, and then it automatically just starts sticking all of your content. I can hear Dee in the background. Don't get me started. It starts sticking all of your content together right on the front page, just in uploads, and it just randomly, one after another. That's just so that there's something on your homepage. But what you really want to do is start customizing that and optimizing it and making it a better experience for the viewer as they come in, and have your content separated into sections. Not unlike going into a bookstore where you see some stuff's like they got the science fiction books put together, they have the horror books put in another section. Think about it that way, so things are separated and they're easier to find and understand where there's more of the kind of content they might like. But let me go to playlists. He's got World War III, the game. Let me click on it and see if there's any description here. I'm not really seeing any kind of description going on in here. World War III, the game, and the other one he has is Insurgency Sandstorm. Dee, I'm just not seeing it.
Call it.
I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. I'm sorry. This one's going to be a strike for you, my friend. Parable 1511. So that's 2 strikes. But listen, think about that. Think about how you can better put your content together into well-organized playlists with solid titles. Don't just make your titles of your playlists single words or 3 words. Think about them like a title of a video. If you're doing like, one said Insurgency Sandstorm. I'm guessing Insurgency might be the game. And if it is, what you want to do is just explain a little bit more about that. How to master every level in Insurgency, right? Or something to that effect. If it was a Fortnite channel, like how to get your first 100 wins in Fortnite, instead of just putting Fortnite as a playlist title. Think about compelling ways you can put the content together that makes sense and gives value to the viewer.
I love it. Okay, the next word to type in before we spin the wheel again is cards. So go ahead and type this word, because we're talking about cards right now. Type this in. And Daniel, if you want to spin that wheel one more time, we'll see what
bring that over.
And Jesus has to do over here.
Okay, Geraldo, let's do it. Oh, it ran quick. There it is. Now we see it. Pinned comment. Now, we already talked about this once. This is one of those things that while you were sitting here kind of watching and playing along, you could have easily gone to some of your newer videos and jumped in there and said, hey, why don't I pin a comment and try to get that stuff going while they're mentioning it? Because you never know. You could get ahead of it. If your channel gets pulled up next and you're missing some of these things, get ahead of it now, and you can increase your chances of winning this game and on YouTube by better optimizing your channel for the viewer experience. So let me quickly pull up. We're looking for a pinned comment. I got my old man my magnifying glass here. Let's go to videos. I'll go to the newest one. Is this a full video? Yes, it's 8 minutes long. He does have a pinned comment, but it's a pinned comment from a viewer saying, would be massive if it did come with console. I want to see this game succeed so bad. Great video, by the way. Left you a like, brother. So I think it was, you understood, you proved to us that you know how to pin a comment. Dee, take this one.
Let's look at another video.
Okay.
Let's look at another video, because maybe the purpose of that video, maybe they're just trying to highlight community. And technically they did pin a comment, but
okay,
we would like to see you pin a comment that links out to another video or playlist that's relevant to what they just watched, because that is going to help you get more views. It's going to help you grow your channel. And it's going to do a bunch of really amazing things with data points in YouTube to help them identify your audience and so on and so forth.
Okay, I've reorganized these videos by the most popular. I'm going to assume these are organic views. And if that's true, I'm going to go to his highest performing video, because if any video should be recommending another piece of content in the pinned comment, it should be your highest performing video, because that means that's being served out to more viewers on a regular basis. And I do not see a pinned comment here, my friend. Unfortunately, that is 3 strikes, and we're going to have to move on to the next player. But think about the things that you're hearing here and how you can implement them on your channel. Make sure you're starting to recommend more of your content. Optimize your channel so that it's easier for the viewer to understand the value at a glance, especially when those pieces are taken out of context. Your channel art, your playlist titles, your video titles, your descriptions, they should all scream that same value proposition to the viewer to make it easy for them to understand why they'd want to come back tomorrow.
And you are literally leaving views on the table. You 100%. Don't have cards. You don't have pinned comments. I don't know if you're using end screens or not, but you're literally leaving views on the table. So if you're wondering, well, how can I get more views? How come these other videos that I made in the past aren't getting any views? Because you are not creating the web, the spider web, so to speak, the World Wide Web of people where people can go to your channel and get caught in a watch time trap where they watch one video and you hand them off to another video and then you hand them off to another video. All right, the word to type in right now is cards. It looks like 65 of you have already typed this in. Geraldo, if you are ready.
Geraldo's ready. Let's do this.
66, let's go. What's it going to be?
I'm liking the channel names today.
Yeah.
There we go. Video for bosses. Hey, that's the kind of channel I would watch. I'm a boss, kind of.
Yeah.
I'm my own boss. Let me tell you, the guy I work for is a slave driver, and I wish I had a better boss.
He is a slave driver. Video for bosses. Yeah, I'm thinking this is going to be an entrepreneurial channel. How to build a business, how to succeed in life. Yeah, this is going to be good.
Yeah, that's what I think too. And this is what we have.
Social media tips. Close.
Yeah, you're very close. But we can't do anything because we're not allowed to make any choices here. We let the wheel decide what it is we're going to look at. So let me pull up the wheel and let's see what the wheel has to say about what we're looking at.
She just left a comment over on Nick's stream.
Did she?
I can't wait to come over to the review.
Sweet, welcome,
yeah,
welcome.
Here you go. She's up. She's on deck. I love it.
Yeah, pinned comment. Now listen, we have been talking, this one's come up several times, and this is what I said earlier. If you don't have pinned comments, get out there and start looking at some of your content right now while you're playing along. Open up a video on the side in another browser window. Make sure you grab a link from one of your other videos. Throw a pinned comment, especially in your highest performing videos. Because if you've already got content that's out there and getting recommended, why not take advantage of that discovery and push for more, okay? Let me see, let me find the channel. So pinned comment. What do you want to say? The most recent one, or do you want to go deeper in?
Just randomly pick one.
Okay. Here. I'm going to go here. Let me scroll down. And I do see a pinned comment. Dee, the pinned comment from our friend Video for Bosses says, Thanks everyone for watching today's live Q&A. Be sure to drop any questions you have. This is okay, so this was a live. I'm going to say that it's unfair of me to use a live stream because I think sometimes there's different needs and goals of a live stream than regular edited content. So let me see if I can find, I'm going to do exactly what I said before. Let me go to her highest performing content and let's see if that's pushing towards more content in a
Her name
comment.
is Janine, by the way.
Janine.
Nice to meet you, Janine.
Okay, Janine, you have a pinned comment here. Hey guys, thanks for watching and joining me on my journey. You know, if you have any topics you want me to cover, listen, Janine, this is the thing I would tell you. These kind of pinned comments are nice. They're sweet, but those are the kind of things you should be talking about in descriptions if you're trying to let someone that can read more and get deeper into the text of the video. This is really a great spot for you to recommend more content. You are pinning comments, but I can only give you a 50% here because you're not using it effectively to push the viewers towards more content or towards something that you intentionally want them to click. Email opt-ins, conversion lists, things like that, affiliate links. If you don't have any of those things, then absolutely the number one goal is someone's watching your video, try to get them to watch another. I'm going to have to call that a strike, D.
Okay.
And listen, I'm getting tough here today. When it's in my lap, I'm being tougher. D might be a little looser with it. Just pinning a comment isn't enough. Just having a title in your video isn't enough. When we talk about these things, we really are looking for one of the best practices. And what we really mean is intentionality. Are you really thinking about it and doing something intentionally in those areas to try to grow your channel more rapidly?
Yeah, and this is one of those things. It looks like you have a pretty sizable content library. I would go back through all of your videos and don't just randomly put a video up there. Really think it through and be intentional with every link that you use, be it your card, your end screen, or your pinned comment or links in your description. And think about, why is the viewer watching this particular video and what video or playlist would make sense for them to watch next? Right? So instead of just randomly grabbing a video just for the sake of having a pinned comment, really put some strategy into it. What would be a good part 2 for this video?
Yeah, 100%, because it looks like on your channel you're doing some stuff to do with Instagram, some stuff to do with TikTok. So if you have multiple pieces of content that talk about Instagram, put those Instagram videos together into a playlist, right? And then make sure that they're each linking to the next one. So someone who might be watching one and enjoying it says, hey, if you enjoyed this video, I've got another piece of content that can teach you a little bit about Instagram you might want to check out. Push them in that direction. Exactly. Cards, end screen, link in the description above the fold, and pinned comments are 4 easy places that can all work together to drive more views on your channel.
Exactly.
All right, let's get that wheel open. We're not wasting time. I should remind people, we're moving through the 3-strike or 3-win paradigm right now, but we do have a feature at the top of the hour where we move into sudden death and you only get one shot, one right or one strike, and then you can get your chance to go into the wheel at the end. So things are even going to go faster than they are now. So if you're worried that you won't have a chance to get up here and get up on the have the wheel spun and see your channel up here, stay tuned because we only get going faster as we move along.
Real quick, Janine says she has end cards, and that's fantastic. We might actually find that. But I just want to parrot what Daniel said, the importance here of if you do have a pinned comment, and since you do have end screens, and if you're using cards and all of that, make sure you're pointing them all in the right direction. It's a really good strategy to actually send them to a single video or a single playlist. What you don't want to do is have a pinned comment going out to another Instagram video, but your end screen heads out to TikTok or something like that. You're going to divide your traffic up. Think of it in terms of like all roads lead to Rome.
Great tip. Take it away, Geraldo.
Let's go.
That wheel is flying today.
Yeah, it
Maintenance
is.
crew was on point. There it is, optimized playlist. We've talked about this before. Dee, remind people what we mean by optimized playlists again.
Optimized playlist is making your playlist. First of all, it starts with a good, clear title. You can title your playlist just like you can a video because a playlist will get served to people. You also have playlist descriptions that you can write in there. And of course, you want to optimize them and put them on your homepage. You want to make it easy for the viewer to actually find the content that they're the most interested in.
And let's look at what we got going on here. The name of the channel is Video for Bosses. She talks about live video and social media tips. And when I start scrolling down and looking at her playlists, what I see is playlist titled Video for Boss's most recent live video and social media tips. Great, with a great description underneath. Check out the 5 most recent videos, which cover, so this is her sort of most updated stuff, but she didn't just leave it as uploads. She did an intentional playlist that she titled and put a description in. When I scroll down next, I see live video for business. Live video tips and tricks for business owners and creatives. Boom. I know in an instant what this playlist is about, and it supports her value proposition of her channel. Super powerful. When I go down again, I see Instagram Live video tips. Want to use Instagram Live more strategically? This will help you. Simple tips for those who are beginners or advanced. Man, I'll tell you what, you are crushing it with the optimized playlist. Very well done. That is a full-on win. Really well done.
Yep.
So we
Very
currently
well
have 1 strike and 1 win?
1 strike, 1 win.
Nice. Doing well. See, this is the thing about the wheel. Well, you might feel like you missed it on one, but the wheel can definitely, we've seen channels pull out a win when you thought they were never going to be able to do it just because of the randomization of how the wheel spins.
Yeah. And you're going to find that I'm going to flash the next word on the screen from time to time. So the next word is going to be pinned. So for those of you who have not typed that in already, there's 127 people in here. Get to typing.
All right, let's spin this wheel.
That's the next word.
1 strike, 1 win. Is that what we're going to call it? A win? A hit? A hit? A hit. A hit and a strike. A hit. I like that.
Heat pack and Jesus with the hit.
Link in the description. Yet another place where you can recommend more of your content to a potential viewer who's watching the video they're on right now.
All right,
Let me take a peek.
What do we have?
Now, I'm not seeing anything what we call above the fold. See how the description and on desktop has a show more here where you can expand it? We always say if you are going to put a link in the description, think about putting it above that show more so that you're not hiding it behind a barrier to find it. So a lot of times I'll say, like, put your first sentence of your description in, stop for a second, drop a link, and then pick your description up, kind of like the way you'd see a Google ad placed on a website. When you scroll down, you'll be scrolling down, you'll see a placement, and then it picks up the article. Kind of a similar thing. Keep it up there where people can find it. I do see watch 52 days here. Let me open this up in another tab. Is this her channel? It sure is. I'm going to give it to her. I'm going to say she does have it, but the only thing I would was her name Janine. Am I remembering that? Janine. Janine, think about just moving this day 52 here. Think about putting that up just a little higher so you don't have to see it. You don't have to click the show more to find it. Keep it a little more prominent, but nice job pinning content into the description. Yeah, really well done. Hey, listen, for people who don't know this, people always say, like, how do I get more recommended traffic? How do I get more suggested views? By definition, videos that are found by links in the descriptions of other videos are part of suggested traffic, by definition, from YouTube. So definitely take advantage of putting those links in and getting up there prominently where people can find them.
I love it. All right, spin that wheel.
So we're 2 and 1. Two hits and 1 strike.
Yep. She is indeed a boss.
She's moving it like a boss now.
Yep.
There it is, clear thumbnails. Now, I don't want to pretend like I'm psychic, but I've got a feeling that we might have our first advancing contestant to the final round, because I got to tell you, I did notice she's got a very specific style using the pink and blue. Boost live views, very clear. Going live with Streamyard, I can see it. TikTok views hack, pretty solid. One thing I would be careful of, just be careful, Janine, with this tiny text. Remember that most people are going to be watching YouTube from their mobile devices, so sometimes these can get lost. I love the facial expressions. I like the pictures of you. I like that it's not just one shot. You've always got these different interesting shots. And most of the time when you are putting text up in your thumbnails, it's not a lot of words. It's pretty straightforward. Stop making these mistakes now.
Yep.
Get better at Reels voiceover. Real simple, going live, but why? Like real simple. Dee, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree. Nailed it.
So that's our first winner. You will be moving on to the final round to see if you can win some fabulous StreamYard merchandise.
Yeah. All right. So the next word to type into the chat right now, for those of you who have not typed it already, is pinned. We're going to accept a few more entries here. Then Geraldo is going to do what Geraldo does best. You got 64 in here. Geraldo, are you ready?
Yes, Geraldo is ready.
All right, here we go.
Shadow Jimmy 45.
Shadow Jimmy 45. I love it. You're up next.
All right.
You know, I can't wait to come back and see Video for Boss's channel like 6 months or a year from now. Like, she's doing all the right things, just with a little bit of tweaking. I think her channel's going places. I love it.
And she's at 927 views, so she's getting very close to the 1,000. Views, subscribers. So she's getting very close to the monetization threshold for subscribers. If she can get the watch time in there, very exciting time for our friend Janine at Video for Bosses. She's doing great. Really solid stuff that we're seeing over there. What was the name of the channel again? I just lost it.
Where did it go? It was Jimmy. Oh, we lost.
Help me. Jimmy Eats World. Jimmy.
What was it? What was the name of the channel?
I was trying to do two things at once. Yell it out there. Yell it out. Yell out your name there. Just give us a drop.
Shadow Jimmy 45.
Shadow Jimmy 45. Wait a minute. That sounds like a
Shadow Jimmy 45.
Shadow. Is that an instruction? Is that what we're supposed to do?
It's all.
Everybody.
Looks like it's one word. Shadow Jimmy 45.
All right, I'm with you. Shadow Jimmy 45. Bad memory 55.
There it is.
Shadow Jimmy.
There
There
it
he
is.
is. There we got you. All right. All right. Once again, we are not going to say anything about this channel. We are going to pull up the wheel and let the wheel decide what it is we're going to look at. Shadow Jimmy 45. That went by fast, and I thought it said cupcakes. I'm like, we don't have cupcakes on the wheel, do we?
Good. We could do that. We could add cupcakes.
We could have, instead of host's choice, we could have hostess choice. They make good
Hostess
cupcakes.
choice. There you go.
Pinned comment. This one's coming up a lot, and it's a good thing it's coming up a lot, because I think it's really an important way to really like take some of your other content and feature it for people who are watching the video that they might be watching at that given moment. Let me grab. Let's see. This is a live. He's got a premiere going on now. Talk about multitasking. He's premiering and he's over here learning. Let me see. Something that isn't a short. Let's try this one. Okay, do we have a pinned comment? I am not seeing, D, a pinned comment in this 16-minute video. I'm going to have to say that that's a miss. That's a first strike of the day for our friend Shadow Jimmy. Yeah, sorry. We hate to see that happen. But that's okay. The wheel can always bring that back around, and you could yet be a winner in today's channel reviews live. Let's spin that wheel and see what we're looking at next.
Yep.
Now I want a cupcake.
Yeah.
Maybe a Twinkie. Link in the description. Is the wheel weighted in one direction today?
I think it is. I think you greased it too much.
I'll try to spin it softer next time and see if I can get it to go in a different way. Let me go back and try a different video and see if there's a link in the description. Let's try. Let me see. The worst scam. Let's try that one. That looks like an interesting title. The worst scam ever. He's on an inflatable duck. I mean, you got to love that.
you know you're off to a good start when you're riding an inflatable duck into a room.
He's no joke. Right. I think he's got it. I think he's got Seymour right there on top of his desk too. Okay, so let me see. I'm looking really quickly here at anything in blue. I'm saying here's the link to my channel to check out my channel. Oh, wait a minute. Isn't that aren't they on your, they're watching your video. The channel link is right here. And okay, I'm a little confused on that one. If you want updates when I upload, see my personal life, then check out my Facebook page. I'm not seeing anything linked in the description in terms of video content. That's what we're really looking for. So unfortunately, Shadow Jimmy 45, that's going to be strike number 2 for you, my friend.
You know, you want to just check another video.
Yeah,
just in case.
Just in case.
Yeah, just in case.
We'll be generous today. On here. All right, D, which one? Any of these jumping out at you?
Anyone that's not a short or a stream.
Okay, how about the one with all the fire right here?
Yes. Duck. Okay. You know, if it's got fire or ducks, I'm in.
Fire and he's got a big smiley face.
Ducks.
There's a lot of cool stuff in the room, though. All right, I'm looking here. Nope, I'm not seeing it here. My microphone. He's got gear links, affiliate links, updates, and then his shop, and then he's got hashtags. Still not seeing it. Jimmy, we're trying to work with you here, pal. That's going to be that second strike, unfortunately. But that's okay. The game is not over for you yet. We're going to spin that wheel again. And see
I have to say, though, the two videos that you pulled up, the starting screen grab has my full attention.
Yes.
Like, he's hooking me, man. Just the imagery out of the gate, like he's riding a duck, and then it looks like he's having a seance or something here. Like, you got my attention.
Human sacrifice. There's some kind of fire going on in his bedroom that I'm worried about.
I don't know what you did here, right?
Zelda poster for the win, by the way.
Yeah. So he's got my attention.
He comes in strong. He comes in swinging. Just make sure you use those other avenues, link in the description, and things like pinned comments to get people moving towards more of your content.
You're leaving views on the table. You're leaving views on the table.
100%.
Not having this. Yeah.
100%.
Hey, Dan.
Oh, sorry. Geraldo jumped the gun on that one.
Yeah, that's all right.
Chapters. What were you going to say, Dee? I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I was just going to let everybody know that the next word to type into the chat is the word comment.
Comment,
because it seems like we're missing the pinned comments. Last word was pinned. Now it is comment.
All right.
Go ahead and get that typed into the chat right now, because that's going to be the word that the StreamYard giveaway tool picks next. It's going to choose a winner who typed in the word comment.
Okay, now when we talk about chapters, I think we made this clear last time. YouTube has started auto-chaptering certain videos. So we're really looking for chapters that are optimized by the creator. You've gone in and clearly you've made your own. In the description, we're looking for those chapters in there that are optimized, not just the segments that YouTube has added automatically. Much like closed captions, YouTube makes those as well, but are they always the best? Are they always really well optimized for the viewer? Nobody knows your content better than you. So even though it's cool that YouTube starts showing us some of those things, don't be afraid to jump in and make a better version of them that's more true to what's really going on in your video, much like you would improving your closed captions. This is a 2-minute and 44-second video. That's not fair. Let me find something longer. Story time. Let me try story time video. It's 12 minutes and 25 seconds. I'm not seeing any chapters here. I'm going to give one more shot. He is a gamer. I'm looking for, how about an, let's see. I want one that's going to be, oh, here's one. 10-minute days is so awful, RIP, all progress. So he's talking about all progress during this game. I should see progress chapters in here. This is a perfect video for using chapters. And I am not seeing chapters, unfortunately, my friend, Shadow Jimmy 45. That is a strike. We hate to see that happen. Think about how you can put these things in. Everybody in the chat, anybody watching on the replay, think about where these make sense. I'm not saying, and I don't think Dee is saying, well, again, my name is also Dee, that chapters are necessary for every video. But when you have a longer video, if it's 10 minutes, 12 minutes, 15, 20 minutes long, and there's sections in there that you can break up gameplay, different levels, or if it's a recipe video and you're talking about the different ingredients and what temperature to set the oven and which steps in that recipe to make whatever it is you're making, any of these things that could be broken up into sections. Think of your videos like a book. How can you chapter them to sort of have each individual section make sense? Then someone look and go, oh, I want to definitely check out this point in this video and more readily find it and jump to where they might find the most relevant parts of that video for the viewer.
Nailed it. All right, so that was his third strike, so he's out. So it's time. Out. Yeah, it's time. Geraldo, if you're ready, we have 74 entries in here. Geraldo,
let's do
ready?
it. Yep.
All right, let's do it. Who's up next? Who's it going to be?
Kathy Fitt. Whoop, I see. Whoop. Geraldo, take it easy. Jeez, get a little excited with the drums. All right, winner, A+ Russian. A+ Russian, let me find the channel. Let's see what we got going on.
Love it. A+ Russian. Now, I'm thinking an education channel, like school teacher. That's what I'm thinking.
Or maybe school teaching, or it could be how to learn the language. It could be learning to speak Russian could be potential with the A+. I think that could be it. Let me see. I'm just looking. I just wanted to see if I was right. I'm seeing one. Russian verbs got you muddled. We were right. Great channel name that we were able to start figuring out what your channel was about before we ever pulled it up. That was really smart choice on your targeting and the way you've made the channel name.
Yep.
But we're not allowed to
comment on this so bad, but I can't.
I know.
Because we got to wait for the wheel. We have to wait to spin the wheel.
Sometimes. All right. We need to add that to the wheel. All right. Let's spin this and see what we got going on.
What do we have?
Hopefully it's value proposition.
Yes.
There it is, pinned comment, the ever popular pinned comment. All the kids are doing it.
I almost feel like we need to spin again.
Well, see, I think this is an easy win. I want to give you an easy win, my friend Learn Rush. We have pulled this up so many times that the easiest thing you could have done is gone in and grabbed your newest video and added a pinned comment while we were sitting here talking over the last short, brief amount of time we've been pulling up channels. So I'm going to pull up your most recent piece of content. I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to look, and there is a pinned comment that has a lot of different links to drink beverages, ABCs, all sorts of things. This has got to be a total win right here because that absolutely does what it's supposed to do. The one thing I would tell you, think about this. When you're trying to get the viewer to do something, if you ask them to do several different things, it can be confusing. What I would suggest is just think about asking them to do one thing. Push them in one direction. You'll get a much better chance of getting them to say either yes or no if they only have one choice. If you give them lots of choices, it might just come across as just you asking for a bunch of stuff, and they just basically decide to do nothing. So I like that you have that stuff there, but maybe consider just putting one link to one thing in that pinned comment and letting that stand alone.
We're getting a lot of feedback in the chat saying, like, let's not do the pinned comment anymore.
All right. If pinned comment, the chat, hey, listen, we're here for you. If the pinned comment comes up again, we're going to skip it. We're going to move ahead. We'll take it right off the wheel.
Yes.
Let's spin again.
Yeah.
Keeps coming up, but we still find people without pinned comments in a lot of these channels, so.
Yeah.
Chapters. I've seen chapters before. Want to see if she's got them?
Yeah, let's check for chapters. She might have them. This is a perfect channel to take full advantage of chapters.
Well, I could tell you right here, if you can see here, do you see how the timeline is segmented into these sections? And if I click right here, you can see that there are, you're absolutely right, it's a perfect channel to break up some of this content into chapters. But these may be generated by YouTube and not by the creator. But when we look down here, look at this, Dee. Look at what's going on right here. We have chapters, even with emojis, how conjugation works in Russian, how to conjugate Russian verbs, Russian conjugation example verbs. Now, this is really, really, really smart chaptering because every one of those chapters, when we talk about it, works out of context. If someone said, what's the name of one of these chapters? How to conjugate Russian verbs. If someone said, well, what is that channel about? And you told them just that chapter title, they'd probably say, it sounds like it's about learning the Russian language. And they would be absolutely right. So really, really well done.
Nailing it.
Nailing it. So that is, so that's two hits.
Wins. Yeah,
what are we calling them? We got to get
hits,
this down.
Wins?
One of this, something like that. Geraldo, take it away.
Gold stars. We need gold stars. That's what we need.
Link in the description. All right. She's done so well on all these other things. I want to see if there is an actual link in the description. Want to stay right on this video? It's done so well so far.
Sure.
I'm looking and I'm seeing there is a subscribe link. There's playlists. Okay, there's food, there's drinks, there's adjectives. Okay, A+ Russian. Okay. She definitely has links in the description. Let me just quickly click one. And it does bring us over to a whole playlist. I think it's smart. The only thing I would say again, our friend here at A+ Russian, so many asks. If there was just one and it was the same ask every time, in the card, in the end screen, in the link in the description, preferably above the fold, and also in the pinned comment, you'd probably have a much better chance of those people taking one action in 4 different places and getting the right traffic signals to go back to YouTube instead of having all these options, having all of these different asks. But it's there, so that's a win. That's our second contestant who's moving on to the final wheel spin. But Dee, we've been going at this for a little bit now. What do you? Where are we at? What do you think? Well, should we throw another word in here?
I was having people type in ducks on fire. So let's.
wait a second.
That's the word.
Listen, Streamyard, that is no reference to the Streamyard duck. This is just because of the previous channel. ducks and fire, and don't, please, Streamyard, no offense meant on that one.
I couldn't resist.
Ducks on
I'm
fire.
going to have to go back and watch his videos, by the way. I'm
I
intrigued.
think that was an 80s movie with Rob Lowe. No, I'm sorry, that was something else.
And by the way, while people are typing this in, I just want to say for A+ Russian, I think your channel looks fantastic. I wanted to comment that I loved your channel art. I love your thumbnails. I think you're doing a fantastic job on your channel.
Yeah,
lots of pulled it up. Yeah,
Lots of smart choices going on in there. We love seeing when a creator makes it really easy for the viewer to understand what that channel is about and what's in it for them.
All right. Geraldo, you ready?
Geraldo is ready.
Let's go.
So we are right coming up on the 1 hour mark here, D.
Yep.
Things are going to get moving.
Yep.
Whoop. Come on, where's our bell? There it is. The winner is Homekeeping Channel. Homekeeping Channel.
All right. Homekeeping Channel, you're up. And we're going to skip the pinned comment if it pulls up again on the wheel. We're going to move on to something else.
Okay, Homekeeping Channel. I do have her. You can pull this up.
So
this is Homekeeping Channel. I got to tell you right off the bat, I like the channel name, but I'm not allowed to say anything because we have wheels that make decisions for us. Let me get the right wheel. Make sure we have all of the slices here, and let's roll it. No pin comment. No, don't you dare.
Don't you do it.
Wait a minute, it's got to keep going. I want something different. Let's keep this interesting.
It's going to be... But that's
come on, no, it's going to keep going. I want something new.
It's going
That's the longest timpani roll of all time. Even Geraldo's done. Oh, man.
What is going on?
I don't know. It's a way that there we go. All right. Host choice. D.
That one's all you. I picked it last time.
Okay. I would like to see end screens. I have not seen end screens. We have not looked at end screens, and they are absolutely important to recommending content. Probably one of the most effective ways you can push people towards more content is to use end screens in your videos. Let me see. We've got one here. I just want to make sure the length on some of these end screens are not allowed to be used in videos less than 25 seconds. So it has to be 25 seconds or more. Let me try this one. Let me scroll all the way to the end, and I do see 2 end screens there, so that's a win in my book. That is a hit.
Nailed it.
I'm a fan of end screens. One thing that I would recommend to you, Homekeeping Channel with 102 subscribers. Again, choices. Consider, even though you can put multiple end screens, consider what Dee said earlier. Thinking about just giving them a single choice, something really effective, and funneling them in one direction might be a more effective play for sending the right traffic signal back repeatedly. Because YouTube uses traffic signals to understand which content to recommend. So if you have 2 end screens and 3 cards and a different link in the description, and different people are clicking, these are all different traffic signals. Think about how they can all work together by using maybe a single piece of content or a single playlist and giving the exact same traffic signal back so that YouTube can start understanding when people watch this video, they go on to take this action and they can start implementing that themselves.
Love it. Spin that wheel.
Oh, I got to spin the wheel. Hold on. Yep. I'm lost. Sometimes I get lost in the conversation, D. Let's do it. Geraldo. Oh, I thought we were going to see some. Oh, gee, it does get weighted a certain way. I don't know what's happening here, but I'll go with it. I'll go with optimized playlists. I think they're important, so I'm not afraid to come back to something and hammer that point home. Optimized playlist. As we scroll down, we see playlists that are titled "Room to Room Home Cleaning Solutions." I like the title of that playlist. It's smart, but it just says home cleaning in the description. Think about how you can add on to that description and make it a little more optimized. When we say optimized, we mean just like a video. Make sure you're putting the things in there that can really help the viewer experience. Small kitchen organization and gadgets. That's a great playlist title.
She's getting the titles.
Buyers gift ideas and Christmas decor definitely speaks to that home housekeeping, homekeeping idea. Dee, I'm going to let you make the call on this one.
I'm going to give it to her. She's getting the titles. I mean, she doesn't have the descriptions, but she's nailing it with the titles.
Yeah. That's the only thing. So that's what we're going to recommend to you. Make sure you put descriptions in there. One, because it can help for making sure that YouTube understands what these playlists are about, putting in a little more descriptive paragraph underneath. But it also helps viewer experience. A viewer can look there and you can expand upon the title of that playlist. Great playlist titles, but give them a little more. Try to draw them in. Give them a great short description that might help them understand exactly what's in that playlist and why they'd want to watch that content.
Love it. Spin that wheel one more
Spin
time.
it. Is that two? Is
Two
that
wins.
Two hits?
2 hits, 2 wins, 2 stars,
schmurgles?
however you want to do it.
I'm going to call it a schmoyer because
Yeah.
if Tim would tell you to do the same.
What's it going to be? Oh, come on.
Come on. Oh, no, it's wait. It just
Spin
slowed
it again.
down. That was it. It's still going. I wanted to see chat's choice. Okay, there's one we haven't seen in a while. Consistent uploads. Do you explain to people why consistent uploads are important and what they are?
Consistent uploads. Find a schedule that you can keep without driving yourself crazy, without destroying your mental health, and make sure you upload on a consistent level.
Yeah.
Now
we're
I
going to
do
say
wanna
right here,
this.
she's
I wanna
only
say-
got what, like maybe 16 videos
Right.
or so. But let's look at how often she's been publishing. 7 days.
Right. And I want to say this, that consistent uploads doesn't mean you want to brute force upload every day. You might upload once a month, but that once a month upload's an absolute banger, like Lucas the Spider or a Mark Rober video or something like that.
Yeah, some channels it does take a long time, and trying to publish every once a week, that just is too much effort to make the videos. But I'm seeing 7 days ago, then 2 weeks ago, so about a week in between.
Yep.
About a month ago, 2 weeks in between, another one a month ago, but these are rounded off. I'm seeing another one 2 months ago, 3 months ago, 4 months ago, 4 months ago, 6 months ago. I'm going to say that she's been making a consistent effort. I think we should give her this. I think that is a win. What I would probably recommend, though, my friend, Homekeeping channel, see if you can get that publishing schedule a little tighter. We found that if you're going to go a couple of weeks between uploads, trust me, ask Dee about consistent uploading. throwing my pal under the bus.
Who, me?
It's one of those things that if you can try to keep your publishing between every maybe 7, 8, 10 days with the space in between. Don't go too long between publishing, because YouTube does like fresh content, and it keeps your engaged community coming back because they keep seeing that you have new offerings. So if you wait too long, sometimes your channel can start to lose momentum. So see if you can get that every 7 or 8 days, if possible, instead of going 2-3 weeks in between it, or at least spacing them out. If we're seeing some that are, looks like you're about twice a month now, if you could get an extra third in there so that every 10 days or so a video dropped, I think you'd start actually being able to increase some of the momentum you have going on your channel.
I love it. Congratulations. You moved on to the winner's circle. And guess what time it is, Daniel?
What time is it? Oh,
It is time for
Sudden death.
Man, that guy's voice is scary.
Oh, yeah. You want to tell them what sudden death is?
So sudden death is what we do here. It's the exact same game we've been playing, but the odds are higher and we move a lot faster. We spin the wheel once. We look at your channel, and either you have achieved that best practice on your channel and you move to the final wheel spin to have a chance for winning fabulous Streamyard merchandise prizes, or if you get it wrong, we go right on to the next contestant and we bring that person in. So this is going to move quickly, so pay attention, get your typing fingers ready, and make sure you have your channel optimized.
That's right. The word to type in right now is in screen, and also let you know that we're not going to linger on these words too long. So when this pops up, you need to type it in, and we're going to hit draw, and we're going to choose somebody right away. Geraldo, are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Who's it going to be? The first contestant and second.
Mr. Camera Junkie.
Luis. What's
That's
up, Luis?
nice. Let me just quickly get the last channel entered into our winner's wheel so I get the name right. Homekeeping channel. That's a great name. I love the name of that channel, too.
Yep.
Nice and simple. I know what it is.
Yep. Love it.
All right. Entered.
All right. Yeah, this is going to move fast. This is going to move really fast. When we put the next word up on the screen, you got to type it in because we're not going to linger on that.
Nope. We're not playing around now. Things go quickly. All right. So, Mr. Camera Junkie, let me find your channel here quickly. Mr. Camera Junkie. I like that I can find it in search. I love when I can find channels in search. It lets me know that they're probably doing something effective, that YouTube is already understanding that their channel name is as important as anything else when it comes to search. So here is the Mr. Camera Junkie. Again, we're not going to look at anything. We're going to let the wheel decide what it is we're looking at today.
What's it going to be?
Consistent uploads, an excellent thing that we just talked about. Make sure that you are uploading on a consistent schedule so that people know there's going to be content coming out regularly on your channel. And I'm looking here for Mr. Camera Junkie. Streamed 6 days ago, streamed 13 days ago, so you're about 7 days in between. 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, a month ago. Man, if I would say this is very consistent publishing schedule, my friend. Very well done. That is that.
Advance.
I love
Cut you off
I
there.
love the voice. Who do we hire for that? He's good. We should keep him around. Whoever that is. All right. So we have to put tell the people what they're doing here. Let me get that Mr. Camera Junkie entered into our final wheel.
All right. So the next word to type in is the yard. As you can see, you get one shot here. You get one shot to advance or game over for you in sudden death. Let me know when you're ready, Geraldo, and we'll get this spinning.
Let's do it.
All right. Let's go, Geraldo.
Whoa. What was that sound?
I don't know, but it was appropriate for the name. Hashtag road to 2K.
Road to 2K. All right. Well, let's see. Let me find that channel. Let's see what we got going on. It's
Hashtag
Manal.
road to 2K.
Okay. Hashtag
Yeah,
in
I'm really confused on what this channel could be. A gaming channel, maybe?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Road to 2K. Maybe it's just a channel. It's really important to him to get to 2,000 subscribers. I've got the channel pulled up.
All right, let's go.
So this is the channel right here. Definitely says it's Manal, Road to 2K. So we're going to let the wheel decide what it is we're going to take a peek at today. Sudden death moves fast, people. Chapters. Let's see if the Road to 2K includes using chapters somewhere along that highway and byway. Let's see. I'm looking for a longer video. Let's see, that deserves chaptering. 2 minutes. Some of these are hours long. Let me try this more recent one that is that, but if sometimes live streaming, I'm trying to find one that's maybe like 10 minutes, something like that. Here's one. Here is a 9-minute and 14-second video. I'm not seeing any chapters. It's not chopped up. So this is one of those ones, especially in gameplay, where you could explain different parts of the gameplay so people could skip ahead to different portions of the game that they might want to watch. Unfortunately, I think this is going to be a strike for you, my friend, and you're not going to be able to advance in this sudden death round.
Game over.
All right, moving on. The next word to type in is sudden death. And you see this moves really fast.
That's we're not playing around.
You get one shot. Yeah, we are not playing around now. One shot to win, one shot to lose.
My fingers are going faster than ever.
Geraldo, you ready?
Geraldo's ready.
All right, let's spin it. I love sudden death. This is my favorite part of the whole show.
Oh boy, here we go. Razmin's message from
What is it?
I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes brevity is important, Razmin. Razmin's message from, is it?
Spirit. From Spirit.
From Spirit?
From Spirit.
Okay, from Spirit.
Razmin just typed in the chat.
All right, we got you. All right, Razmin, we have your channel here. We're not going to say anything. We're going to pull up the wheel and let the wheel decide what it is that we are looking at. Man, this is like calisthenics for me.
It is.
We're moving fast today. Lord knows I need exercise. Cards. Is Razmin using cards in her videos to recommend more content? Let me see. Another person who's premiering right now. Way to stay on it. That's very cool. People are like that multitasking. let's see. I'm going to just pick one that is like not a live stream long version. Well, let me see if I can find something that's, yeah, this one's 7 minutes long. There's a perfect video to maybe recommend another piece of content. And if there were a card in this video, I would be seeing a little white dot in the upper right corner, and I'm not seeing one. So unfortunately, Rasmus, it doesn't look like you're using cards, and I would recommend you start trying to do that. That is
Game over.
Man, the game ends fast with one strike, doesn't it?
It does. It does. And I cut you off there again.
That's okay. That's okay. I talk too
It's
much
sudden
anyway.
death, Daniel. It's sudden death. We don't have time for explanations.
Playing around. Stop messing around.
All right, the next wheel. The next
wheel.
word to type in. The next word to type in is the wheel, as in the wheel decides.
It
As
does
in the
decide.
wheel is the great equalizer. As in
It is.
Geraldo, are you ready to spin?
Geraldo's nodding yes in agreement. He is ready.
Let's go. This moves so fast. So fast.
The Corruption Czar Network.
Yeah, you know what? We need to get with Streamyard and have them shrink this font.
I know.
Just for us. Shrink,
Just so we can see.
make it a smaller text just for us.
I'm going to guess that word is network. Would that be fair enough? I'm looking for. Is it
I'm looking
yes
in the
network?
chat here
Let me
to see
see.
what they said.
Let me try.
I'm moving through the chat. Yes, it's network. Corruption Czar Network.
All right. I think I have found the channel. Corruption Czar. That looks like the right channel icon. Again, we are not going to look at anything. We're going to let the wheel decide what we look at. Let's do that. Fast. Come on. Enough with the chat. It's still rolling. You saw that? It was still going. It never stopped.
I saw it.
Fair play. It went backwards. I don't think it's ever gone backwards before.
Oh, what?
Oh, look at that. Not playing around. We are looking
is
for
going
consistent uploads again. Listen, clearly the wheel wants you guys to be uploading consistently to your channel. Let's see if the Corruption Czar Network has been uploading consistently. And when we take a look at the content from his videos tab, 2 weeks ago, 3 months ago, hang on, 2 weeks ago, 3 months ago, 3 months ago, 4 months ago, 5 months ago, 5 months ago. D.
Are they uploading bangers?
Boy, I don't know. It's 18 minutes. Czar applied to Florida courtroom commission. I'm not even states starting to non-criminalized traffic offenses. I would say this. There was a period of time, it looks like 5 or 6 months ago, where he was, here's 7 months, 6 months, 6 months, 5 months, 5 months, 5 months, 5 months, 4 months. Then suddenly 3 months, 3 months, 2 weeks. I got to tell you right now, if I'm just judging how, what are we judging by? What you used to do or what you're doing right now?
How about this? How about the chat decides?
People in the chat, do you believe that this channel is consistently uploading to the platform? You now have the Corruption Czar's fate
I feel
in
like
your
we're in the
hands.
Coliseum, like sending people off to the lions.
Here we go. We need that. You guys tell us, yes, is this channel uploading, consistently, or no, not boy, there's a lot of no's. Not consistent. Not is not consistent. No. Sorry, no. Hashtag Lion Gang, of course. I don't know what that means. No, okay. And he was on vacation. Oh, he may have been on vacation. Well, that's something to consider. But we let the chat choose. We take no part in this. So unfortunately, I think Corruption Czar, I would think about trying to publish a little more regularly on your channel, a little more consistently on your channel. At least recently. It looks like there were some gaps in there. I'm not seeing a lot of content throughout the course. Even in the last year, I've only seen about 10 or 12, so it's about once a month or maybe 1.5 a month. See if you can get that up to 8 or 10 days in between. Otherwise, it's going to be really hard to grow this channel.
Wisco Ted says, look at the banner, live every Sunday, ?
Oh, I didn't see that. Well, not every Sunday. I mean, figuratively speaking.
All right. Well, the crowd has spoken.
Yeah.
Game over.
Ends quickly when the crowd speaks. They just drop the hammer.
They do. The next word to type in, and this one's going to move really fast. Type the word StreamYard into the chat right now.
And while you're typing in StreamYard, folks, remember that we'd like to thank our good sponsors here, the StreamYard channel. If you have not tried using StreamYard to live stream, you can sign up for free right now and start live streaming up to 20 hours a month for free, which is an insane amount of hours, with the links that we will provide in the description of this video. Give it a shot. We're using StreamYard right now to do all the screen sharing and to do all the layouts that we're doing that you're seeing during this stream. It's a great way to get a nice, easy workflow in quality-looking streams on multiple platforms using a simple web-based server. Really fantastic stuff. Definitely give them a shot if you haven't tried them.
Yeah, there's a link in the description that you can go ahead and click on that link and use StreamYard for free. I don't even stream 20 hours a month. Like,
No.
That's a lot to get for free.
Yeah, that is. It's a huge amount.
Yeah, Geraldo, are you ready?
Ready.
Yeah, 20 hours a month for free. That's
a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah, it really is.
Kathy Fit. We like Kathy Fit. Kathy
Yeah.
Fit having Kathy. Now this is going to be a tough one because we know you. So
Yeah.
we expect you to outperform when it comes
That's
to using best practices here on the platform. So I've got her
right.
channel. Let's pull it up. We're not allowed to look. We're not going to say anything. We know Kathy. We know Kathy's pretty awesome, but we're going to let the wheel decide what it is we're going to be looking at today. Let's close that out and let's spin this.
Spin it.
Cards again. Cards is an obvious one that we think everyone should be using. Let's quickly pull up Kathy's channel. Let's find a piece of content that, not a short. Let's find something that's kind of recent. Let's see. Kathy, did you take a break? Oh, good thing it wasn't consistent uploads because the most recent is 7 months ago. She might have been taking a break. I am on the right channel, all right? I don't know if she started a new channel. I'm going to just go with this one because I'm pretty sure, that's the same channel avatar. So let me try this one from 9 months ago. Let me see. Nope. Is that a short? That's a short. Let me try this one. Okay, let's see if we have, and if I look in the upper corner and I see that white dot, I click, you do have cards that, oh, wrong one. That was a wrong one. That's the one we want right there. I love the heart-shaped pizza, by the way. Kathy, the only thing I would say to you that I say to everybody, you've got a lot of cards. If you're going to use cards, think about just using a single card, pushing them in a single direction in the last 20% of the video. Putting up 1,000,000 cards is almost like looking at a menu that has too many options. People just sit there and read, and then sometimes they don't even make a choice because they're overwhelmed by the amount of options and they get choice paralysis. Give them one specific video that you think works well from this one, put it in the card, put it in the end screen, put it in the pinned comment, put a link in the description. Do that with either a video or a playlist, push them in one direction, and you'll have a much better chance of actually winning that click. But you do have cards, so that's a win. So, Kathy, you will be moving on to the final wheel spin round.
Advance.
All right, the next word to type in is cards. Type that in. This is going to move fast.
I've heard about them. I hear they're important.
They are.
You know how I heard about them? They've come up like 15 times today in this game.
It's crazy how the wheel has weighted these things today.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's really crazy. Geraldo, are you ready?
Yeah, Geraldo is ready.
All right, let's go. Spin it.
It's Maya.
She's been on this show before.
I think she has. I think Is Maya has been here with that because that's definitely a name that I recognize.
Yeah,
so
she's been on this show before.
And that's totally allowed. We love having people come back. And as a matter of fact, if you've been here before, you should have a better chance of having your channel optimized, having learned from previous game shows.
I see a lot of people typing in pizza with a heart in the chat. That's
pretty awesome. Wasn't it a good looking slice of pizza?
Yes, it was.
That was cool. All right, let's go back to the other wheel. Pull that up. So I have her channel here.
Whoa, what did I just type? There you go.
Just hitting stuff. Hit buttons. I don't care. Do what you feel. Do it if you feel like doing today. Apparently, I'm doing the same.
Yes,
all right, so again,
now.
I do totally remember this, but we want to make sure we pull up the wheel and let the wheel decide what we're going to look at. My chair's extra squeaky lately. I really need to get some WD-40 happening.
It's going to be.
Optimized playlist. All right, it's Maya. Let's see if you are using optimized playlists on your channel. I'm looking at the homepage, and I'm only seeing uploads and shorts, so I'm not seeing them here. Let me go to the playlist tab, and I do see playlists that are... Oops, let me pull this over here. I got to get the right tool. Tool, please. I'm seeing Try-On Halls. I'm seeing Grimm School Birthday Game... Not Grimm, GRWM School Birthday Game. Q&A, Get to Know Me, Realistic After High School Night Routines, Morning Routines, Come and Travel With Me Vlogs. Dee, what are you thinking here, pal? I'm on the clicking one.
Can you zoom in on some of those for me?
Yeah, you want back on the playlist itself?
Yeah, I'm on full screen now.
Yeah, hold on one second. Let me kill some of this other stuff. So zooming in, this is where we're looking at what we're looking at. Newest videos, school series, high school, mid and middle school, Try-On Halls, and these are Shine, Fashion Nova. I guess these are different types of brands. GRWM, I don't know what that means. School Birthday Game.
Here's what I'm thinking. She has playlists. She's putting playlists together, but in terms of a super clear title for the playlist, keep in mind, you want to give YouTube as much information as humanly possible about the playlist, right? So your title of the playlist should be as clear as a video title. If you are using a description in your playlist, that should be clear as well with keywords in there that are specific to the playlist. You want to give YouTube as much information as humanly possible. And I'm just not seeing that. Like if we were to ask, what is your channel about? And you were to grab any one of those titles, I'm not feeling it.
It's so right on the line
on the
too.
fence,
Like
man.
the natural hair routines, tutorials, and repair is a great one. The only thing I would say, Maya, think about all caps is something that YouTube has come out and said they really would prefer if we didn't do that. I don't think anyone minds like a specific word that you want to highlight, that you want to pop, making that in caps, but put every single word you have here is in all caps, which kinds of comes across as a little overpowering. Think about not putting everything in all caps. And I think some of these are so close when I see like Christmas vlog, Vlogmas doesn't mean anything to me. I mean, it's just saying I vlog. But realistic and productive weekend vlogs doesn't say anything. Day in my life vlogs. I love these ones. Natural hair routines, tutorials and repair, hair routines. There was morning routines, which I wish was a little longer. I wish that was, if it said something like, health and beauty morning routines. Like if it said that, then I'd know what this was. Or maybe it's not that. Maybe it's getting ready for school because it does look like it's online school morning routine. So it's maybe that's just one piece of it. So if you have other types of routines, like explain what they are, like who are you trying to reach? Morning routines to me, like my morning routine is, I actually start looking at all my, all of my content ideas and start working through my production schedule. Is that what I can expect in this playlist? Because it's so vague, it doesn't speak to me and let me know really what I can expect from the playlist.
Ladies and gentlemen of the Coliseum, thumbs up or thumbs down. You shall decide the fate of this creator. Man, we need some sound effects for that. We need all the cheering and the craziness too. I feel like a whole nother section of the game is coming together right here. We're throwing you into the Coliseum. We're throwing you to the lions. Throw it to the lions. People, yes, if you think that these playlists are well optimized, have used every function that they can to try to make it clear and easy for the viewer to understand what's in it for them and what they are about, or no, you guys tell us. Thumbs up or thumbs. I like we got the thumbs up, thumbs down coming. Yes. That's perfect. I've got, let's see. Give us the emojis. Wow, this is really close. I've got thumbs up, thumbs down. Yep, yes, down, no, yes, no. Yes, no, yeah. Dude, I'm sorry. When we're this close, we're gonna have to give her a win on this one for right now. I'm seeing too many yeses for this not to be a win. I think we have to say that's an advance. Advance. But consider that, it's Maya. See if you can see if you can squeeze a little more juice out of those things and get those really optimized in a way that they don't just feel like,
sections in a bookstore, that not just, random words like science fiction, horror, all that really talk about things like, like the natural hair routines tutorials. That was great. I knew what that was just reading that quickly. And I would like to see descriptions under those as well, and put them on your homepage where they can have a lot of effect for someone who comes and visits your channel for the first time.
I love it. So, Daniel, we have all of the winners, all the people who have advanced, all the people who won before we moved into sudden death. Is it time to spin the winner's wheel?
I think it is. Let me get It's Maya in here. And all right, so we have 1, 2, 3. We have a total of 6 winners moving on. This is actually slim pickings. It was tough in the main round today, so I was kind of shocked. That happens sometimes. But here is our winner's wheel. This is who we have this week. I'm ready to spin this thing. Let's see what we can. Let's see who our grand prize winner is this week, who can choose anything they want from the Streamyard catalog, whether that be hoodies, whether that be our favorite, the giant coffee mug. I mean, you just can't go wrong with the giant coffee. It's so good.
It's like a soup cup. It's huge.
It is. You could put an entire Coliseum of lions in there. That's an actual proven fact.
You could. It is.
So what do you say? Should we spin this thing?
Wikipedia. Spin it.
Let's do it. Geraldo. This week's winner is... Wow, I just can't get any of these things right today. What video for boss? I'm just going to hit all the buttons. Yeah, there we go. It's perfect. We nailed it. It's a cavalcade of sound effects, ladies and gentlemen. Video for bosses. Congratulations on winning today. What we're going to have you do is my channel manager, Megan, is somewhere in the chat. You can reach out to Megan at danialbatal.com. Send her your information. Get in touch with her. Let her know that you have Videos for Bosses channel, and we'll get you hooked up with the StreamYard catalog. You can go in there, pick whatever you want, and we'll get that sent out to you. But we appreciate everybody who's been in here playing along for the day, working really hard, showing us some really great channels along the way. Dee, what do you say, man?
This is a fantastic show. Mr. Batal, thank you as always. I want to thank everybody in the chat. This is a fantastic group today. And I want to thank StreamYard for allowing us to come over and take over their channel per usual. And again, if you don't have StreamYard and you're looking for the easiest way to get up and get started live streaming, there's no easier way than StreamYard. There's a link in the description. You can use them for up to 20 hours per month, totally free. Link in the description for that. And we are here the second Saturday of every month. And also here in the StreamYard channel, they have some other fantastic shows throughout the week. So make sure you go check out those shows as well.
Yes, and again, just so make sure you caught that, she had said, could you say that one more time? So yes, you can just email my channel manager, Megan, M-E-G-A-N, Megan, at Daniel Batal, my name, B-A-T-A-L, danialbatal.com, and we'll get you hooked up.
All right. Mr. Batal, you have an awesome week. Everybody in the chat, you have an awesome week as well.